Hi, Joanne here from Investing in Canada 101, where I do videos on investing, saving, and financial management as it relates to Canadians like myself. So, in today's video, I want to talk about is now a good time to invest in silver? Before I get into that content, I just want to say that this is my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a registered investment counselor, whatnot. I am just sharing my opinion based on the interpretation of trends that I am seeing currently. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm a strong proponent for adding precious metals, a small proportion to your investment portfolio as one of the best hedges in uncertain times. And if I can say something that's uncertain, I'm sure this time that we're living through, this pandemic, and the related recession that we're going through because of COVID is as much an uncertain time as any others. So, is now a good time to buy silver? My opinion and my answer to that is I believe now is a great time to buy silver. You'll see that I'm sharing my screen and showing you a chart of the silver price. And this is the last just about 10 years, and you'll see for the most part there was a downward trend, a slight peak and sort of flattening here for the last year or so, and then a big drop at the beginning of the year, and we're starting to pick up again here, right? Now, the key reason why I believe it's a good time to buy silver is because it's at one of its all-time lows. You know, it hasn't been this low since a good 12, 11 years ago. Actually, sorry, that was about, let me count now, I'm thinking wrong. 5 years here, 5 years ago. And it's kind of bounced up and then bounced up and bounced back down. But you'll see we had a good run up. And this was just as we were recovering, that was our recession time as well there. But you know, we've seen these lows for quite a bit. While on the other hand, if you look at gold for the last couple of years, about 2 years, you'll see that it's been on an upward trend. And this is the 10-year chart here, and if I go 20 years out, you'll see that for the most part, gold has been on an upward trend. It peaked, came down, flatlined a bit here, and now on an upward trend again. Now, the key reason, as I said, that are a couple of reasons why I believe now is a great time to buy silver is one, because of the lows that we're seeing, and two, because of what's known as the gold to silver ratio. And that is how much silver you need to translate to get an ounce of gold. And that's the chart that I'm showing on the screen right now. And you can see that we are at one of the almost high, the highest we've ever been in terms of how much silver you'd need to convert to gold. And why is that really? It's because gold has been trending up, but silver hasn't. It's almost like a lag. And you'll see in the recent short term here, this is starting to correct, where silver is starting to pace up in price and gold is a little bit more stabilizing. But that's the short term, right? But even like this is a 5-year trend, and you'll see for the last couple of years it's been trending up. And when you look at supply and demand also for silver, you can research that online and look at different silver mines and whatnot. And you can see that the amount of silver and the inventory of silver is actually declining. And so I believe it's a great time to buy silver because one, we're seeing some lows that with a trend for an uptick right now. Two, the ratio for the translation from silver to gold is at an all-time high. And so I think that's likely to trend back to normal, and gold is trending up. So silver, I think, is just lagging behind. The third thing is the inventory in terms of supply and demand of silver. The supply is reducing. And so with less supply and demand increasing or staying the same, silver is used highly in electronic manufacturing and whatnot. So as supply diminishes and demand stays the same or increases, then the value and the price of that commodity increases. And so I think now is a great time to buy silver. And if you're looking to add silver to your registered portfolio, be it your tax-free savings account, your RRSP, or your RESP, then I highly recommend a company that I've personally invested through and added silver, physical silver, to my tax-free savings account, and it's called Regal Assets. And I'll include a link to their website below in the description, where you can get a free guide which talks a bit more about investing in precious metals, and why now is a great time, if you haven't really looked into it, to add a small portion. I recommend 5 to 10% max of your portfolio in precious metals as a hedge in the uncertain times that we're living in at this time. All right, so that's today's video. I welcome your comments if you already have gold and silver in your portfolio, and because of that have fared relatively well in the last couple of months, where most people have seen 20 to 30% decline in their portfolio value. Or if you're considering or you're about to add it to your portfolio, or if you're a great big gold and silver bug and you've been following it for years and you've been piling up, waiting for the times that we're heading into now. I welcome your comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.